So a lot of people have asked us, show us the art of the possible. What are all of the things I can do with Piper, the AI SDR? And so that's what we're going to dive into in today's demo. So I'm joined by the lovely Katie O'Neill, the Director of Customer Strategy, and we're going to go deep on product today. So we're going to showcase two key strategies for deploying Piper, the AI SDR. The first one we're going to show is a strategy we all know and love, which is Piper on the website. How can we use Piper on the site to engage and convert our most valuable buyers 24/7 around the clock? And then we're going to go into another great strategy, which is how can we follow up with inbound leads using Piper email, this new functionality we introduced, and get them back onto the website to convert them. So we'll showcase those two strategies, Piper on the site, Piper following up with inbound leads, and then we're going to go behind the gear, as we like to call it here at Qualified, and we're going to show you how you configure Piper. How do we build out those strategies? What does it look like to onboard Piper? What does it look like to configure those experiences and those emails? And really show you guys how it all works, kind of behind the scenes. So the whole goal is for us to lay out this vision of Piper being a fully autonomous inbound AI SDR who can work across the website and work across email, and hopefully get you all excited for how you can put Piper at the center of your inbound pipe gen motion. So we're excited to go deep on product today. And with that, Katie, let's dive into that first strategy.
All right, Maura, let's dive in. And again, this is going to be Piper on the site. So for today's demonstration, we are going to use one of our customers, Brex. And Brex is an AI-powered spend platform, has roughly a little over 25,000 customers. And their target buyer is typically a VP of finance in different industries, high tech. And so for this example, we are going to leverage Corey, who's the director of IT finance over at United Airlines. Now, Brex is running a lot of different engagements across their marketing channels to drive target accounts back to the website. So think emails, SEO, events, and of course, one of those strategies is going to be paid display. So as Corey is navigating around LinkedIn and she sees this ad that piques her interest, what happens when she engages with it? Well, of course, when she clicks through, it's going to be taking her back to the Brex website, which is the center of their inbound motion. And what you can see is Qualified is actually dynamically configuring every conversion point based on what we know about that visitor. So we know who Corey is. We know she's an ICP buyer in a target account. We're going to surface up a custom offer to try and drive her to BrexCon, try and hook her and engage her. We're also going to take over calls to action to really seamlessly and intelligently book meetings. This is allowing us to book on her dedicated rep's calendar. Again, because we have that CRM data, we know which account she's from, so we can actually reference that specific account rep and showcase their calendar. Now, what we are all here to see is the star of the show, which is Piper. Piper is a total powerhouse. And as you can see here, as I zoom in, Piper is greeting Corey with a few different things. So the first thing she's doing is she's proactively engaging with Piper. She's a clear understanding of her account information. She knows that she's from United because she can reference all of that go-to-market data. The second thing Piper is doing is she's providing a secondary nudge. So Piper can actually observe the website behavior. She can understand what she's browsing through, what links Corey's clicking on, and Piper actually knows the exact ad that drove Corey to the website. So she can greet her in that highly customized way. So not only all of that rich visitor insight, but also because you're onboarding Piper with your company messaging and certain goals, all of that is really what makes Piper so powerful, and it's what allows her to do her job really well. So what we're going to do is, let's say Corey didn't click on that offer and she didn't book a meeting, but she might have a few questions. She can start to ask Piper certain questions. And watch this. Piper doesn't have to go sifting through her knowledge base or your knowledge base. She doesn't have to Slack one of the marketing team members and ask for certain answers. Piper has all of that knowledge at her virtual fingertips. So now we're seeing Piper do three things when she responds. The first thing is she's answering that question. Brex integrates with thousands of software applications. The second thing Piper is doing is she's providing a citation. She's allowing Corey to continue to navigate around the website, do a little bit more research on her own. And because Piper's goal-oriented, the third thing you're always going to see is Piper will always ask that follow-up question. We want to continue that conversation. Piper knows Corey's from United, which is that target account. So we're going to try and drive for that meeting booking, or at least to continue the conversation. So is there anything in particular that you're interested in? And in this case, let's say Corey has all the information that she needs. And she's actually now curious what pricing looks like. So she's going to ask, what does pricing look like? And as she submits that question, in the back of Piper's mind, what Piper's thinking is, Corey's a target account and she's asking about pricing. Now, we've given Piper certain guardrails to never answer pricing specific questions. Let the visitor know it's always nuanced. We want to make sure they can connect with a human sales rep to actually do that discussion. So what Piper will do here is she will respond and she's going to continue to guide them towards that meeting booking. Would you like me to help set up a meeting with a team member to discuss this further? So Corey will respond, yes, can I book a meeting? And when she submits that, watch this. This is super cool. Piper is going to instantly pop up the meeting booker of Corey's account rep because remember, we're looking into that CRM data to understand the account and the account owner. And so the meeting that Piper's showing is not just any sales rep. This is Corey's specific account sales rep. So Corey can now go ahead and book that time. And when she clicks to confirm, that email will be sent into her inbox. So this is the Piper that you all know and love. Piper can fly solo on the website that you just saw. Piper also can assist your sales reps if you want to hand off some high intent conversations. So Maura, I'm going to pass it back over to you to show us the next use case in the Art of the Possible demo.
Awesome, Katie. So yes, this is the Piper we know and love. Piper's on the website, and it's been pretty cool to see how many of our customers have been embracing this strategy and really hiring Piper onto their teams. But as you guys know, we unveiled something pretty exciting just a few weeks ago, which is Piper Email. So now we want to show you how Piper can follow up with inbound leads when they come in through your site. So we're going to go into the next part of the demo, which is showing that inbound use case follow-up and really showing that strategy. So right now, I'm going to act as another buyer. I'm going to act as Jimmy. He's a VP of finance at a company, Snowflake. They're obviously a massive data analytics and storage company. And I'm checking out Brex. I'm interested in getting them onto our payments platform and really kind of checking them out and what they could do for our business and our finance team. So I head over to the Brex website, of course, as all buyers do. That's the first place you go when you're checking out a company. And I want to browse around. I want to kind of get to know them a little bit better. And I want to understand what other customers do they serve? Who, like me, does Brex service? So I go over to their customers page and I'm checking it out. Okay, I see DoorDash, Lemonade, I see Bamboo HR, I see all these other big companies, and I'm intrigued. But I'm busy, and I have a meeting in just a couple of minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and click that Get Started button, and I'm going to fill out a form, and I'm going to ask the Brex team if they can get in touch with me soon. So I go ahead and I put in my information, and I give them my name and my work email and all those other fields that we always ask for, and I hit Submit. And we know what used to happen when somebody submitted a form. So in the traditional process, the lead would hit submit. This would go into your marketing automation platform, your CRM platform. It would be synced. It would be deduped. It would be routed. It would go into an SDR's queue and wait for them to get back to them. And we know what that process looks like. I'm a marketer. I know what that process looks like. We have the best SDRs in the business. But it can take minutes, it can take hours, it can take days to get back to Jimmy. And the reality is Jimmy could be going to another platform and checking them out, but not with Piper. And with Piper Email, she's able to respond to this inbound lead instantly and intelligently. So let's toggle over to Jimmy's inbox. So as soon as that lead is submitted, what Piper is going to be seeing is that this is a lead that's ready for her to work. And one thing that's really important to know is all of that information that Piper has when Katie showed the demo earlier about that first strategy on the website, that the fact that Piper knows who Jimmy is, what company he works for, all of his relevant CRM data, all of his relevant go-to-market data, what he's doing on the website, all of that stuff is also fueling the intelligence of Piper when she's sending emails. So check out this email. We see, of course, she's personalized it with Jimmy and she's referencing Snowflake. But she's also referencing what he was doing on the website. So she's saying, thanks for checking out our customers page, Jimmy. I know you were there. I'm going to surface up a relevant case study for you. And as every good SDR does, Piper's going to include links in her email because she wants to convert and she wants to book a meeting. So if Jimmy's ready to book, he can go ahead and click that calendar link and he can get a meeting on the books. And as you guys know, this is powered by the Qualified platform. This is Qualified Meetings in Action. You can instantly schedule a meeting with the appropriate sales rep right on the site with just a few clicks. But perhaps Jimmy's still not quite ready to book a meeting. He still wants to get to know Brex a little bit more, and he's intrigued by this case study that Piper just sent through. So Jimmy's going to go ahead and click on that link, and he wants to know more about Scale AI and what they're doing with Brex. Now check this out. This is the magic that we love about Piper. Piper greets Jimmy when he clicks through that email and he lands on the site. We call this the Piper 1-2 punch, and it's magical, and this is the value of Piper. She knows everything about Jimmy. She knows everything about his company. She knows what he was doing on the website. He filled out a form. She followed up with him. She got him back on the hook back to the website, and she can convert him when he clicks through. Some other emailers, they're kind of emailing in a silo, right? They're sending out email, but they don't have that conversion mechanism when they click through. But Piper does, and this is really, really magical. This is what makes her a fully autonomous AI SDR who can work both those channels. So we see that greeting from Piper in the bottom right-hand corner. Of course, she's referencing his company. She's referencing that he clicked through that Scale AI case study in her email. She's ready to answer any questions and really get him into her pipeline. So Jimmy has a few more questions. He's kind of warming up. He's getting to know them a little bit more, but he wants to understand, what are your enterprise capabilities? How do you service companies like me? So we asked that question to Piper. And this is what's going on in Piper's brain right now. She's referencing everything she knows about Brex and the company and their messaging. And check out this answer. This is so intelligent. It's so on message. She's referencing their enterprise level security. It's perfect. Now let's take a moment and think about, how hard would that question be for a human SDR to answer, especially a new human SDR who might have joined your team. They might take to Slack to ask this question to their teammates. They might be sifting through your knowledge base. They might answer incorrectly, and that's no fault of their own. It's hard to know all of this information when you're a sales rep, let alone a marketer. And as a marketer, this is what makes my heart sing with Piper, is she's so on message and she's so quick to reply. We didn't lose Jimmy. We answered his question and he's on the hook. He's like, okay, Piper, I'm ready for a demo. Let's go ahead and get a demo on the books. You guys have convinced me that this is a solution that's worth me exploring and worth me checking out. So he asked for a demo. And again, we're seeing that intelligence of Piper. In the background, in her brain, she's saying, okay, Jimmy's with Snowflake. Who owns that account? Let me surface up a meeting booker so he can instantly book a meeting with the right rep who owns Snowflake and get that on the books. And in just a few clicks, that meeting is scheduled. And that's a beautiful thing, right? The fact that Piper just did that multi-channel engagement across email and on the website, and now Jimmy is into the pipeline. Okay, so that's the magic of Piper, the AI SDR. We just showed you two key strategies. We showed you how Piper can work on the website 24/7 to engage and convert valuable buyers. We showed you how Piper can follow up with inbound leads and then convert them when they click through on the website, which is awesome.